Have you ever pondered what it would feel like to traverse into the deepest crevices of your consciousness? This is the saga of Jonathan, an intrepid voyager of the mind who found himself on an expedition of self-realization during his second ayahuasca ceremony. Nestled in a quaint, secluded hall, Jonathan found himself amongst a collective of 10 unfamiliar faces, except of the presence of a friend who accompanied him. The ceremony was orchestrated by a shaman, aided by 3 helpers. Reverberating with the shamanic drums, the shaman delineated the course for the ceremony, allowing each participant to voice their intentions. Jonathan's intention was to delineate the right path for himself in life. With the shamanic drums beating in a solemn rhythm, a prayer was recited, the mystical brew taken, and Jonathan retreated to his mattress, anticipating with patience the arrival of Grandma Ayahuasca. As the shamanic rattles echoed ominously in the background, around 30 minutes had elapsed when Jonathan began to sense the lifting of the veil. He was soaring at a pulse-racing speed through the labyrinth of his consciousness, navigating the astral plane. The accelerating velocity was formidable, and Jonathan found himself grappling to keep up. However, he couldn't recollect what he had witnessed, what had transpired. Suddenly, he found himself swamped, under siege by an onslaught of demons. His body began to overheat, with sweat drenching him from head to toe. He retched repeatedly, yearning for a gulp of water or a breath of fresh air. But his body defied him. Fear ensnared him. He was gripped by the terrifying certainty that death was closing in. Summoning all his strength, Jonathan managed to prop himself up and whisper a plea for help. Asking for help was something he was unfamiliar with. His call was answered by one of the assistants, who helped him to his feet and guided him outside. As he took a deep breath, Jonathan realized how desperately he needed it. When asked for his name, he responded, "Jonathan," but found it odd to identify himself with that name. It was an uncanny moment. Jonathan, a man usually so eloquent and expressive, found himself unable to articulate his experience. He was lost, his identity shattered. The assistant stayed by his side for what felt like 5 hours, slowly helping him regain his bearings. In the months that followed, Jonathan underwent a remarkable transformation. He softened, he opened up, he left a job he despised, found a meaningful relationship, and sought new professional avenues that brought him joy. He continued to participate in other ceremonies, but this one left an indelible mark on him. He had journeyed through his own personal hell and emerged on the other side. After confronting his darkest demons, he met himself, stripped of all definitions and utterly free. And so, Jonathan's story serves as a testament to the power of self-discovery and the transformative potential of spiritual journeys. Through confronting the shadows within, he found a new life, a new identity, and a new sense of purpose. Jonathan admits that one of the most significant things that happened to him there was his request for help. He realized how much he didn't know, how to be weak and vulnerable, and how liberating it was to do so. His story is a reminder that often it is in the midst of our darkest trials that we find our true selves.